Not only is it Players Weekend here at the Big A, it is 80s Rewind. We're throwing it back as the Houston Astros are in town after the off day. It's the first of three tonight here at Angels Stadium. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and the one thing that the Angels do look forward to is the return of Mike Trout. He's back in the lineup after an extended absence. This will be his first start, Gooby, since August the 1st.
Yeah, hopefully everything's going good with that wrist. He's swinging the bat. You know, 30 home runs this season for Mike Trout. He's been crushing the baseball when healthy. All fields he's been hitting the baseball. That's the thing when it's so important to see from Mike Trout, his ability to hit fastballs, turn on them, even the lower part of the strike zone, but also hit the ball to center field, to right center field. It'll be very important to see him relax at the plate, do the things he does. This team is so much better with him in the lineup. The energy he brings, he can steal bases, over 20 stolen bases. Mentioned the 30 home runs, the doubles and triples, and the defense out in center field. Going to be so important for this club to get on a roll here, starting here tonight against the defending champs, Houston Astros.
A couple of left-handers on the mound. Dallas Keuchel will toe the slab for the Houston Astros. The Angels will have Andrew Heaney. See if they can open up this homestand on a good note. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back, relax. Lineups and first pitch when we return.
Brought to you by the new 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Embrace every new opportunity with a redesigned exterior and 31 highway MPG. Test drive one today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers. It is a beautiful night for baseball here at the Big A, the opener of a 5-game homestand, 3 against the Stros, 2 against the Colorado Rockies. Tonight is 80s throwback Mike Trout youth jersey, that's a mouthful, youth jersey giveaway. So we're expecting a big crowd this evening as the Angels now take the field with the Astros heading back into the dugout. There's Andrew Heaney getting ready to take the start, and he's thrown the ball well against the Astros. He certainly pitched well here at home, and we'll talk about that momentarily. Let's take a look at the lineup brought to you by City National Bank. A.J. Hinch of the Houston Astros coming to play. In first place, the American League West, 77-50. Just a 9-9 record in the month of August. They'll have Alex Bregman leading things off at third base. Jose Altuve at second. Carlos Correa, the shortstop. White is at DH. Gonzalez is in left. Gurriel at first base. Reddick in right field. Martin Maldonado behind the plate, and Tony Kemp tonight gets to start out at center field. He will bat ninth. Andrew Heaney making his 24th start of the season, 7-7 with a 4.11 ERA.
He's been very good at the Big A this entire season, 7-2 with 2.90 ERA. My go-tos for Andrew Heaney to be successful against this very good Astro lineup is you got to be aggressive with a fastball on both corners. You run that fastball 92-94 range, get it inside at both righties and lefties, and then use that backdoor curveball and changeup throughout. Especially when you've established inside, it's going to be very effective getting the hitters out in front, both the slider and changeup.
Check out the Angels on the defensive side behind Andrew Heaney, and it'll look like this. You've got Young in left, Trout is in center, Calhoun in right, the infield with Ward and Simmons on the left side. Fletcher, Marte on the right side, Rene Rivera behind the plate.
And it's always good to have Mike Trout back out there in center field. He has been outstanding this season. 3 outfield assists, no errors. He's missed the last 19 games with that wrist injury, but you talk about defensive zone rating this season in center field prior to his injury, he's one of the tops in all of baseball.
Halos coming off a 4-5 road trip, and now come into this series with a 63-65 mark. Mentioned the Astros at 9-9 in August, the Angels 9-11. But they've played better at home of late. Halos 3 games over 500 here at the Big A with a 33-30 mark. Alex Bregman ready to lead things off. First one from Andrew is down and away. Tonight's first pitch brought to you by Toyota Place. The jerseys look different. Same with the cleats, the bats, everything. It is Players Weekend all weekend long. Bregman hitting .282, 24 home runs, 78 runs batted in. Skies this one on the first base side. This one's headed out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A. Breg. Name on the back of that jersey. You see that throughout this entire weekend. Well, he's put together some outstanding numbers this season.
.38 doubles, 1 triple, a .384 on base percentage. Springer still out of the lineup. He's dealt with a thumb injury. He's also dealing with a leg injury. Chopper to third. Taylor Ward is there. There's a arm across the diamond. 1 out.
Yeah, it's fun to watch that with Taylor Ward as he gets more and more comfortable at third base. They have to make that transformation from a catcher to third base, and you see that catcher type arm he has going across the diamond. First start here at the Big A. I'm sure he was out there, saw him working earlier, especially on slow rollers down the line. It will roll back into fair territory. You got to keep an eye on that.
Jose Altuve jumping that at first pitch. Fouling it back. 28-year-old native of Venezuela hitting .328, 9 home runs, 47 runs batted in. Right knee soreness forcing him to the disabled list for the first time in his career this year. No balls, 2 strikes. They've been without Altuve, Correa, Springer. First it was Correa, then Altuve, then Springer jamming the thumb. But you know what? Injuries happen.
Yeah, the
Angels
certainly
certainly know
aware
about
of
that over the last couple of years. But through it all, they've been able to maintain. They still have a game-and-a-half lead in the West. Check swing. Rivera wants it appealed. Did not go.
Heaney's throwing the ball very well. 2 games this season against the Astros. Overall career numbers very good also. What he's done so far in 2 starts. This 2 earned runs allowed in 14 innings pitched. 14 strikeouts for Heendog.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Astros since the break a 13-15 mark. They've hit just 233. It's 14th in the American League. Prior to that, they were hit 261 prior to the break. But again, we mentioned those injuries, and that will certainly take a toll on this offense. Altuve drives one out to left center field. Eric Young Jr., Mike Trout. Nobody's going to get there. It'll fall in. One hops the fence, and Altuve's on his way to second with a 1-out double. That's his 25th of the season.
And Andrew Heaney's really pitched him well prior to that swing. Was 2 for 11, 182 batting average. And when you look career-wise against the Angels, not many pitchers have had this type of success. But this fastball is at the heart of the plate, though, at 93. Didn't quite get it inside. Brought his hands up at the barrel of the bat and lines that one to the gap in left center field. Did a real nice job as far as you see him bringing his hands in on that one. It didn't quite get inside as much as Heaney wanted to get it in there. Got to keep an eye, bury your look back to second. Altuve with 15 stolen bases.
Correa hitting 253. He was on the DL with lower back soreness. 17 doubles, 13 home runs, 55 runs batted in.
Remember, early in the season, pitchers were pitching him inside very effectively. See if he's made that adjustment on fastballs in. Otherwise, you got to try to stay inside on him. World Series MVP, George Springer. In the dugout, 19 home runs, 59 RBI. Well, when you think about what he did in Game 1 of the World Series and what he did the rest of the series is remarkable.
One out double for Altuve. The 2-0 in for a strike. 2-1. Marvin Hudson calling the balls and strikes tonight. Bruce Strackman at first. Mike Estabrook at second. Chad Fairchild at third base. Umpiring crew for this weekend set.
Sticking with the 80s, Marvelous Marvin behind the plate. Great spot on that pitch.
Grab backing out. Tyler White is on deck. He's the DH. Did not go. Full count. Third outing of the season for Heaney against the Houston Astros. The other on May 14th here. July 22nd here. All three have been at home. He's had some success against them. 3-2 bounce foul. Those 2 starts. 2-0. 14 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs. 14 strikeouts, 3 walks. Try to avoid a big early inning. That was somewhat of a trend for the Angels on this past road trip. First innings giving up runs and having to play from behind. That's out toward right. Cole moving back on it. Just in front of the track, makes the catch. Altuve.
Surprised he didn't tag up on that one.
Now I wonder if the knee is still somewhat bothering him.
I think that clearly they're going to make it short. He came back a little bit quicker than they thought.
Yeah.
But the way the club was playing without him, knowing how important he is on the offensive side, there's no reason to take a chance. Cole did a nice job of getting behind this baseball, but normally with Altuve, the way he can run, he's cruising into third base.
Well, especially when that ball was hit.
Yeah.
And that was back near the warning track. Which makes sense. I mean, look, you're in first place by game and a half. Obviously, an integral part of the front off or the main lineup and the makeup of that clubhouse. Last thing you want to do is hurt yourself and hurt the team. Even though you're still trying to win games, but he's still in scoring position. Here's Tyler White. White pops it up.
That is
Rene
way
Rivera
up there.
makes the play, and that one out double stranded in scoring position. We'll head to the bottom of the first. We're scoreless here at the Big A. Altuve, no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Here's Mike Scioscia's lineup for game number 129 of the season. Cole Calhoun leading things off at right. David Fletcher at second. Mike Trout returns to the lineup. He's in center field. Albert Pujols at DH. Andrelton Simmons the shortstop. Rene Rivera behind the plate. Jeffrey Marte at first. Taylor Ward at third base. And Eric Young Jr. is batting ninth, playing left field as they take on the 30-year-old left-hander. He's a native of Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's also a free agent to be, Gooby. He's making his 27th start of the season.
Yeah, former Cy Young Award winner. Fastballs 87-92 range, slider, cutter, and changeup. 11-2 in his career versus the Angels. Very, very solid against the Halos.
Dallas Keuchel 9-10 with a 3.59 ERA. Face Cole Calhoun. Shift on all three guys on the right side. The only man on the left side, it's Alex Bregman on the grass. Cole takes a strike. Cole at 224. 13 doubles, 2 triples, 17 home runs, 50 runs batted in. Bouncer back to the middle and gloved by Keuchel, and he is a very good fielding pitcher.
Yeah, he does everything real well. My go-tos to be successful against him this evening is you have to try to bring him in the strike zone. Very good at as far as getting hitters to swing that are non-strikes throughout the sequence of pitches. But when you bring him in the zone, don't get in a point where you become pull happy. Think of the whole field and lining the ball back up towards the middle when he makes a mistake in the heart of the plate. He's had 408 swings at pitches that have been out of the strike zone this season, 5th most in Major League Baseball.
David Fletcher looks at a strike. Fletch hitting 281. Midst of an 8-game hit streak. Remember, he came out of the game on Wednesday after he fouled the ball off his knee. 1 ball, 1 strike. Take a look at the Defense for the Houston Astros brought to you by Infinity. Looks like this with Gonzalez, Kemp, and Reddick in the outfield from left to right. Bregman, Correa, Altuve, Gurriel from third to first. Maldonado behind the plate.
You know, buddy, Martin Maldonado did a good job. 45.2% success rate as far as throwing at base stealers.
Fletcher, little number up the line, will go foul.
And you mentioned Dallas Keuchel doing everything well. He is a tremendous fielding pitcher. Gets off the mound quickly, really stops an opponent's running game. And on a staff where you have Verlander and Cole and Morton, sometimes you forget about Dallas Keuchel, how good he is.
All right. Fletcher goes down swinging, 2 outs.
Batting third, center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Could get menacing, frightening, find help. Sometimes I scared.
Trout hitting .309, 30 home runs, 60 runs batted in. He'll hit one out to left field. This one chasing Marwin Gonzalez back, gets turned around near the wall, gets turned around again, goes off the wall. Trout on his way to second. He's going to keep on trucking to third. Welcome back to Mike Trout, a 2-out triple.
That type of swing gives you goosebumps when you think about what Trout was able to do with that first swing. So amazing. And just to watch him run around the bases also. Tried to come in on a cutter, brought his hands in, barreled up on that baseball. See him going back on that Gonzalez off the wall. Backed up very well by Kemp as he's trying to track that one down, but it gets off the wall. And with Trout's speed, it was a good idea. Wise decision for Kemp to back up. Otherwise, Trout's got an inside the park home run. Picks up his 4th triple of the season.
Albert hitting .251. 19 home runs, 63 runs batted in. Two balls, no strikes, 2 quick outs for Keuchel on a comebacker and the strikeout of Fletcher. Trout a triple, jumping on that first pitch. Over at third. Two and one. Keuchel's coming off a start, which he would like to forget about. The Coliseum up in Oakland. And 5 2/3, gave up 5 runs on 9 hits, struck out 4, walked 1. Three and 1. Simmons on deck. Dallas hadn't had a start like that since early June. Back-to-back starts in Seattle and Texas. She gave up a total of 13 runs in 11 innings. He's been pretty solid since. There's a walk. So 2 out with 2 outs. Runners at the corners, and Simmons coming up.
Simba looking for his first career hit. This is Dallas Keuchel. It's 4 walks in the last 3 games for Pujols.
Simba hitting .296, 23 doubles, 3 triples, 8 home runs. He's driven home 57.
By the way, Mike Trout with that triple, 44th career triple with the Angels. Passing Eric Ibar, now 3rd on the all-time triples list.
Here's the 1-0. Evens up the count. Simba's been pretty good in these situations. In scoring position, 2 outs, a .297 hitter this year. One.
Cutter off the inside corner.
Tackle pitched here on July the 20th. Picked up the W. Limiting the Angels to 2 hits and 7 2/3. Two-1. Chopper over the mound. Correa has to come in on it. Take it himself. Force out Pujols. So nothing happening for the Angels here in the first. We're off to the second, scoreless. First pitch, wrap up this 3-game set. First 10,000 kids in attendance receive a Trout youth jersey, courtesy of Angels Radio, AM 830 while supplies last. More information, go to angels.com. A couple of left-handers here tonight. Andrew Heaney for the Angels, Dallas Keuchel for the Houston Astros. Both starters throwing 17 pitches, both throwing 10 strikes in that first inning. As we're scoreless, Marwin Gonzalez, Yuli Gurriel, and Josh Reddick here in the second for the Stros. Gonzalez at .244, 12 home runs and 50 runs batted in. Plays multiple positions, switch hitter, getting a start in left field tonight. Turned around on that Trout triple. Fooled on that off-speed pitch. And it's an 0-2 count. pulled down the line. That is foul.
And he hits a big at bats against Seattle. Been starting to drive the ball well again.
Called strike 3.
That's hitting the corners. Like we said, the go-tos tonight. Paints the outside corner. Take a look at our Nissan pitch cast. See where this is thrown. Location, target set, and the target hit perfectly by Andrew Heaney. Rene Rivera framed it well.
That one's off the plate. Gurriel hitting .282, 8 home runs, 62 runs batted in. He's always looking to hack, especially early.
Very good as far as using the gaps, hitting the ball up the middle.
Adam Neville and Mike Scioscia coming out to check out on Rene Rivera here. He's pointed to his left elbow or forearm.
Well, right to his elbow after he caught the pitch, as if something flew up to his elbow or something.
It does look like he's trying to throw
like a beat or something. Yeah.
This was line to left field.
There's in the gaps again. Lined it into left center field.
Second hit allowed by Heaney. We'll bring up Josh Reddick. Reddick hitting .241, 13 home runs, 41 runs batted in.
First hit for Gurriel against Heaney in his career. 1 for 7 now with that hit. Heaney's had 12 double plays turned behind him this season.
Taylor Ward playing just about even with the bag at third. Gurriel, not a big lead at all. Astros don't run a whole lot. Total of 61 stolen bases, 9th in the American League. One around. 1-1.
Chad Fairchild was ready to ring him up on that check swing. .27 pitches so far for Heaney. 16 strikes, 11 out of the strike zone.
Line to left, a base hit. Young over to cut it off. Turning and stopping is Gurriel. A nice job by HOU. Keep the double play in order. First and second, one out.
Yeah, pretty good piece of hitting on a fastball by Reddick against Andrew Heaney. Stayed back on it well. Looking to hit the ball that way. Really has improved over the last couple of seasons as far as, especially against left-handed pitching, of just hitting the ball well the other way. Stayed back on that one well. That baseball was about halfway from the front part of the plate and hits it to left field.
Here's Martin Maldonado.
Victor, I always thought this was the most difficult thing to do when you face a former battery mate. Know your tendencies, what you're going to throw in certain counts.
'17th game since joining the Astros.
You look at the numbers for Andrew Heaney versus his fastballs compared to his slider and changeup. Big difference, really. 279 batting average versus his fastball. 10 home runs allowed. Is 200 batting average for opponents versus his slider and changeup. 7 home runs allowed. Now, we saw this a lot when Martin Maldonado was behind the plate on an 0-2 pitch. Most pitchers on the Angel staff would run that high fastball.
Martin hitting .226 overall. He's grounded into 8 double plays this year. 5 since joining the Astros.
Well, looking at Josh Reddick, as he's being the trail runner here, turns his back completely towards first base. He's almost in, he's in sprinter position. See how he starts turning his body.
Called strike 3. Down goes Baldy. 2 out. Second strikeout of the inning for Heaney.
Froze him on that one, kind of fooled him. It was almost as if he was thinking along with Andrew Heaney after catching him so often the last few seasons. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Number 9 hitter, center fielder Tony Kemp up. Pretty good pitch. This is an Astros team that certainly is not afraid of facing left-handed pitching. They're .276 team batting average against left-handers. That's best in the American League. .245 against righties. That's 10th.
They're also 23 games over 500 on the road. AJ Hinch has done a great job with this club. World champion last year, beating a very tough Dodger club in 7 games. Verlander, see him tomorrow. Garrett Cole next to him on Sunday. Joe Smith, former Angel, in there also.
1-2 count. Back-to-back one-out singles, putting 2 men on for Houston. Making Andrew Heaney work a little bit. This will be his 18th pitch of the inning, and it's grounded over to second base. David Fletcher's there. Andrew works out of it once again. We'll head to the bottom of the second with no score.
Sticking with the 80s theme, little Guns N' Roses, Night Train. See if we get this offense rolling against a very tough pitcher in Dallas Keuchel here tonight, but get that offense rolling and continue throughout the game. And no, I cannot sing that song. That's a little bit. Yeah,
quite hit the octave.
No chance.
Come on.
Zero.
Come on. Rene Rivera leading things off. He'll be followed by Jeffrey Marte and Taylor Ward. 6, 7, and 8 for the Angels against Dallas Keuchel. .264 average for Rene. 4 home runs and 11 runs batted in. Lifted out to right. 1 down. A mild night tonight. 76 degrees at first pitch.
We haven't seen it here in this ballpark a long time, those type of temperatures.
Well, the Angels coming off a 3-city trip. They'll play this 5-game homestand here. 3 against Houston, 2 against Colorado. That's back out another 3-city trip. 4 against the Astros, 3 against the Rangers yet again. And then it's off to the Chicago White Sox for a 3-game set before we're coming back home. Shohei more than likely back in the lineup tomorrow and Sunday with Verlander, Cole going.
And another really good bullpen session again the other day, facing hitters.
Jeffrey Marte tonight getting a start at first base. .213 average, 5 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Jeffrey's 70th game of the season.
But did he crush a home run in Arizona? It was nearly 450 feet.
Down and in. Somewhat may move his feet a little bit.
Take a look at our StatCast AI powered by AWS. The way the defense is set up against Jeffrey Marte. Altuve shading towards second base. Traditional hole for Carlos Correa at shortstop. Bregman with that power arm at third base. He made some unbelievable plays in the postseason defensively for the Astros last year.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Jeffrey backing out yet again. I think he went around on that one. Gets rung up by the home plate umpire. 2 down, second strikeout for Dallas.
I was just going to say, that pitch before was real close to the strike zone. I couldn't imagine that Keuchel was going to throw anything close to the strike zone. And he was able to get Marte to expand out of the zone and chase that pitch. Off speed, swing and miss.
Here's Taylor Ward. First home game as an Angel. Grounds this one towards short. Correa. Off balance throw, and they made it interesting, but a 1-2-3 second inning for Dallas Keuchel. We're off to the third with no score. Game 2, 6:07's first pitch. Stay enjoy a post-game Saturday night fireworks show presented by Wells Fargo. For more information, go to angels.com/promotions. Top of the order for the Stros, it's Bregman, Altuve, Correa. Second time through the order now for Andrew Heaney. 2 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed, a double and 2 singles. Bregman grounded out to Ward in the first.
That backdoor slider, backdoor changeup, very important to expand the strike zone against an aggressive club like the Astros.
Another bouncer to Ward.
I like watching Taylor Ward throw across the diamond. That's a strong arm. Twice now he's hit the ball to Ward at third.
Altuve double to the alley in left center field. 25th double of the season. He'll launch this one out to left field. Eric Young Jr. will watch this one head into the bullpen. 1-0 Houston. Altuve with a double and a home run. That's his 10th of the season.
Continues to put up those big numbers against the Angels in his career. .345 coming into the game. Now with a double and a home run. That changeup stayed hard of the plate. Twice now he's gotten 2 pitches. One a fastball, was elevated a little bit hard of the plate, and then this changeup. Really good bat speed on that one too, to be able to hit a changeup that far.
Bouncer toward the middle. Simmons to his left has it. He retires Correa for round number 2.
18th home run that Andrew Heaney has allowed this season. 8th on an off-speed pitch. Going 417 feet. Exit velocity off the bat. And that's a changeup of 104 miles per hour. A little over it. Now hitting 400 since coming back from the disables. 4 for 10.
Tyler White saw 1 pitch in the first inning, popped out to Rivera for the final out of that first inning. This is his 35th game this year. Completely boxed there by Rene Rivera. 2 balls, no strikes. Altuve giving the Astros a 1-0 lead. White's been one heck of a story. 306, 8 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Since his most recent call-up on July 29th, he's hit .348 with 11 extra base hits and driven home 14.
An epic pose after the home run the other day.
Tyler White, a 33rd round pick, 2013 out of Western Carolina University. He's got the Evan Gattis starter kit going though. Beard, somewhat of the stand. He just needs to get rid of the batting gloves. No batting gloves. There's Evan.
He himself is having an outstanding year for the Astros.
3-1. And he'll break his bat, looping out the left. A 2-out single. Puts a man off for Marwin Gonzalez. Not too many big leaguers from Western Carolina. Greg Holland from there. I love stories like that. 33rd round pick. Hey, you get those rounds, especially out of college and university. You know, you're kind of one of those fringe guys, but they used to have the old draft and follows.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see when those guys are drafted there, they're there to help the prospects move up each level in the minor leagues. And to see them make it to the big leagues and put up these type of numbers, it is a great story.
Barwin rips it foul. They're jumping on some of these pitches early on Andrew Heaney. Gonzalez struck out looking in the second inning. When he's been in the zone, it seems like these guys are definitely letting it fly. 7 for 14 with first pitch strikes right now.
It's like the hitters throughout this game are dictating their pace. As a pitcher, you want to be able to determine when you're throwing the baseball. That's a good pitch. Fastball 92. Close to Gurriel in the on-deck circle.
Got to stay loose somehow.
Yes. Gonzalez was a little bit late on that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes. A 1-out home run by Jose Altuve so far, the scoring in this one. Very close to the pitch that Gonzalez struck out on in the second inning. Got him upstairs, the high fastball, and that'll do it for the Astros, but they do strike for the run on the 10th home run of the season for Jose Altuve.
Reggie Jackson looking for career home run number .500, 1984 off of Bud Black.
Will be in town next week for 2 games as the manager of the Colorado Rockies.
Remember that one very well. It was a 4-game series against the Angels. He's going to pitch one of those days. We were joking around with Bud Black as far as who's going to give up that 500 home run. He says, I'll get it out of the way for you guys, because it was Saberhagen, myself, and Danny Jackson following up Bud Black.
Eric Young Jr. to lead things off for the Angels here in the bottom of the third. 9-1-2. 1-0 Houston.
That ball was crushed by Reggie, too.
Yeah. Take Buddy out for a
I said thanks.
little beverage after the.
Thanks, thank you, man. Appreciate that. No stress on us the rest of the 4 games now.
EY hitting .254, 4 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, 6 runs batted in. This line to center. Kemp comes in and over. 1 down.
We got some more standing numbers as far as leaders in the 80s. Robin Yount, a little over 1,700 hits. Mike Schmidt, Michael Jack, 313 home runs. Wade Boggs, I'm sure I helped that out. Andy Murray, sure I helped that out. Ricky Henderson, I know I helped that out. And then Jack Mars, 162 wins.
Here's Cole.
Nolan Ryan led the strikeouts in the American League, and Fernando Valenzuela in the National League as far as the 80s.
Cole 0 for 1. Bouncer back to Keuchel. Bottom of the first. 2 balls, no strikes. Keuchel a little frustrated there. He's had a conversation already with Marwood Hudson. Wonder where that last pitch was located. Wanted appeal, did not go. 3-0.
Sure, there's some trust right now the way Cole has been swinging the bat from Mike Socia. If he gets a fastball middle in, he will get the green light. Away, not as much. There's a cutter, gets that inside corner. It's a good take on that one. It's one of those pitches, if you swing at it, you're liable to break your bat.
Oh, a little flare down the line. That one is fair, right on the chalk.
We hear every time Josh Reddick comes into play at the Nature Boy, little flare. That was a flare for Cole Calhoun. Cutter, jammed him, placed perfectly. Right on the chalk line. But it looks like a line drive. 1 for 2 now for Cole.
Fletcher struck out on an off-speed pitch in the first inning. Takes a strike. Hit by Cole, the second allowed by Keuchel. Gave up the triple to Trout in the first. Mike currently on deck. Pulled down the line, just foul. Looks like a hit run time swing there. Pitch upstairs, trying to protect.
Especially when you're in two-strike situation now with Keuchel. This is where he's at his best as far as expanding the strike zone against hitters and getting swing and misses.
Little pop-up towards second. Falls in there. They'll throw to first. Now they got a tag play. What a heads-up play by Jose Altuve. That is about as fantastic a play you're going to see as far as instincts are concerned with Altuve alertly throwing to first to get the tag play.
And he also knows when the ball is going to hit the grass, so it's not going to go far away from him. He goes back on and looks exactly where the runner's at. Has the play at first, a long throw. They're used to that type of play with all the shifts they put on, and an excellent play to complete a double play and a high five going off the field.
One nothing Houston as we start the fourth. Gurriel, Reddick, and Maldonado gets Andrew Heaney. We're still talking about the play that Jose Altuve just completed.
So often we talk about Andrelton Simmons making a play like that. Altuve thinking ahead, looking and seeing where Fletcher's running down the line. And that's not a short throw for a second baseman. That's a long throw across.
Brilliant. Gurriel pops it up. Fletcher calling for it. Gurriel now 1 for 2.
Take a look. We Make It Easy, brought to you by SoCal Toyota. He gets back on the baseball, looks exactly where Fletcher's running, knows he has a play then at first, and sets up the double play. He's checking back. He's seeing exactly where Fletcher's at. He's knowing the baseball is going to hit the grass and it's not going to go far away from him. Gets it, quickly throws to first, and gets a double play because of his instincts. What a play. And he's still talking about it. That's the thing you love about players like Altuve. As good as he is, he's still trying to help other players in that dugout exactly how that was able to get done.
Bouncer to second. Fletcher's there.
Fletcher's going to get every out since that double play now.
Oh, yeah? Is that right?
I want them all now.
Look, the beauty of that is, and you saw the eyes of Altuve, is that as a base runner, actually as a hitter in that situation, you're not sprinting to first base. And if you anticipate a fielder dropping the ball or not making a play on the ball, you anticipate him going to second base to try to turn a double play. That's the brilliance of that play there, is that he went to first, eliminated the force out and becoming a tag play. And as a base runner, if you break for second, you're dead. I mean, there's nothing you could do.
No.
Maldonado went around on that one. It's 0-1. Martin struck out looking into second. 1 of 3 strikeouts for Heaney.
Good slider there from Andrew. Got him with a fastball in last time.
Over to third. Taylor Ward's got it. A 1, 2, 3, 4th inning for Andrew Heaney. We're off to the bottom of the 4th. Halo's down.
Hyundai vehicles, see your Hyundai dealer today. By Carl's Jr., the Western Bacon Cheeseburger is calling your name, little buddy. Pick it up. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers.
Halos down 1-0 on the Altuve home run in the 3rd inning. Halos will have Trout, Pujols, and Simmons here in the 4th against Dallas Keuchel. Has 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 2 hits allowed, one of which was by Mike Trout. Very first pitch back off the DL. A triple out the left field.
Take a look at our Subway hits leaders since 2012. Jose Altuve with 2 hits tonight, 1,327. Mike Trout with his triple tonight, 1,129. And Adam Jones, Robinson Cano, Andrew McCutchen, Markakis really had an outstanding season for Atlanta, amongst the leaders also. 2 stars on display tonight already. Triple double home run between the 3, between the 2.
1 ball, 1 strike. This is Players Weekend. That's why you see the unique uniforms. Last year was the first iteration of this. Of course, Trout on his jersey had Kid across the back of his jersey. Today, back off the DL in honor of his brother-in-law. Passed away a couple weeks ago, Aaron Cox.
Trout, .333 career hitter against Dallas Keuchel. That's covering 45 at bats.
2-2. Full count.
Does have 2 career home runs.
Tied him up. Trout goes down swinging for the first out.
It's that good cutter. Trying to bring his hands in, at least make contact with that. Unable to do so. 3rd strikeout of the game for Keuchel.
Two balls, no strikes. Albert walked in the first.
Imagine Albert would be swinging 3-0.
Caught the bottom part of the zone.
Pretty close. Certainly not a pitcher going to swing at 3-0. Did get the lower part of the strike zone. It's a good take though by Albert.
That's a called strike 3.
Wow,
Pujols
that was off the plate.
not happy. 2 down.
That time Keuchel gets the call. It was a cutter. It was off the plate by at least the baseball. See where location. Maybe a little bit more so. Crossing the plate area though.
Simmons lines one out to center. Kemp is right there. 1, 2, 3, 4th. For Dallas Keuchel. 1-0 Stros. We're heading to the 5th.
Baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers, by City National Bank, a proud sponsor of Angels baseball, and by the 2018 Subaru Forester, a whole lot to love.
Top of the 5th on this beautiful night for baseball here in Southern California. The opener of a 3-game set against the Houston Astros. It is Players Weekend, 80s throwback jersey giveaway tonight. And the only scoring in this one to Jose Altuve. 1-out home run in the 3rd inning. Altuve due up 3rd here in the 5th inning. Kemp, Bregman, and then the Astros second baseman. Kind of an odd effort at that bunt there. It's 0-1. Kemp 0 for 1. He grounded out to Fletcher in his first plate appearance.
I thought he was trying to bring that down the first base line with the pitch.
What was that like at the last second, though?
Yeah. It's tough to do that. You got to really work at that. You know, you talked about Rod Carew in the pregame show as far as how good he was. Always cribbing in the
Oh, nice snag by Heimdall. Robin Tony Kemp, one down.
Said you try to bunt on me? I'll catch your line drive right back up the middle. Lands in pretty good fielding position. It's a tough play also. Good balance, follow through, landing quickly, catches the line drives. Yeah, no problem.
No problem. Best bunter you ever saw. A lot of guys bunted back then.
Yeah, Rod Carew was amazing. He just deadened the ball so well.
Out to right field. Bregman's on board for the first time. Twice having grounded out to Taylor Ward. Altuve will bat with the man on.
Yeah, Rob Wilfong was amazing.
Former Angel.
Former Angel. And we knew that's what he was going to do.
Yeah.
And we had the corner infielders in. As a pitcher, you were ready, and he still was able to get bunts down.
Brett Butler to me was awesome to watch.
Yeah.
Another guy that you knew he was going to bunt,
but
you didn't know where it was going to go.
Your scouting report, he's going to bunt at least twice during the course of a game. Okay. We know that already. That doesn't mean we're going to make a play on him.
Altuve with a double and a home run. Takes a strike. Oh, 2.
So far, he's got a high fastball he doubled with, got a change up middle part of the plate he homered on. See if he can get him a chase, maybe a slider out of the strike zone and down.
Over toward third. Ward will go to second for 1. They're not going to turn a double play. Even though Jose's still not running at 100%. That play took a little too long to develop. 2 down.
As Taylor Ward gets more acclimated to that third base position, you're going to have your body turned a little bit quicker at times as far as the potential 5-4-3 double play. But at that point, you want to get the lead runner.
He was out early, working at third base prior to the stretch in BP.
First time on this field.
Kevin Johnson, who's with the big club. Hitting him ground balls. Dino Ebel over at first base.
The good thing with Altuve not running as well, you don't have to necessarily pay attention to him as much. As long as you hold the ball and just give him that type of look, you don't have to worry about throwing over as much. Even when he's at second base, we saw the first time he got the double in the first inning.
Two balls, no strikes on Carlos Correa. 0 for 2. He hit a fly ball to right in the first, grounded out to short in the third. Five 0-2 counts, 5-2-0 counts. He's allowed 6 hits. That one's nowhere near the strike zone and call the strike. I love when hitters, right-handed batters, take that pitch called on them. They kind of glance over the home plate area just to see what's going on
Is there
over
any
there.
chance I could have covered that baseball? No.
Not even with Jimmy Reese's fungo. Popped him up, shallow center field, tough play. Andrelton Simmons not going to get there, falls in for a hit. Altuve will stop at second. To me, that's the most frustrating thing as a pitcher, when you make the perfect pitch, get a called strike on the outside part of the plate, and then all of a sudden you run one inside.
Especially on a dangerous count, on a normal count against Correa, and you make the perfect pitch. See where that baseball is located, right just above the handle, trademark. And as an outfielder, you're going to play deeper in that spot. You got to respect the power of Carlos Correa. So you're going to be playing back, and it falls in nicely for him. That's a big moment now for Heaney. And Andrew, earlier in the season, struggled with runners in scoring position and 2 outs, though he lately is barely over 200 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs.
White 1 for 2, singled in the 3rd inning.
Charles Nagy looking on too. This is a tough count right now.
Three out. 4-pitch walk. They're loaded up. First walk issued by Andrew.
It's a good decision right now for Charles Nagy to go out and try to get Andrew Heaney locked back in, throwing the ball well to this point.
Hey folks, this copyrighted telecast is presented by Authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP.
Left fielder, number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
Dallas Keuchel has thrown the ball today. This is a huge point of the game for the Angels and Andrew Heaney.
Marwin Gonzalez 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
He had 110 strikeouts this season, which leads the team in that category. Remember, was it just a few years ago the Astros were striking out a bunch. That's changed over the last couple of seasons.
Evens up the count.
And Gonzalez had 118 strikeouts back in 2016. That was his career high.
Altuve standing at 3rd, Correa at 2nd, White at 1st. Astros 13th in the American League as far as strikeouts, 967. And that's out to left center field and hit very well. Eric Young Jr. and Trout, that is gone. A grand slam for Marwin Gonzalez, the 6th grand slam the Astros have hit this year. And it is 5-0 Houston.
Well, we talked about how this is such an important batter for Andrew Heaney and the Angels. Gonzalez, who's been hot of late, able to get a pitch to get his arms extended, barrel the bat. It's our top tier play, brought to you by Arco. Fastball didn't get in there enough. 91-mile-an-hour fastball out over the plate. Is he able to get his arms extended and hits it out to left center field?
Well, you kind of put yourself in that situation, Gooby, with the old dreaded 2-out walk. Almost a pick your poison moment. Tyler White had been swinging the bat so well. Second career grand slam for Marwin. With 2 outs, he made the fell behind 2-0, got the 2-1, get the base hit to Correa, and then the walk to White. Just bounced to short. Simba's there. Gurriel retired, but damage done. A grand slam for Marwin Gonzalez. 5-0 Stros. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. For $49.99, watch every out-of-market regular season game. Plus, get a free subscription to MLB At Bat Premium. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Go to MLB.tv to take advantage of this special offer. Marwin Gonzalez, second career grand slam, extending the Astros lead. And Rene Rivera would lead things off against Dallas Keuchel, who was throwing the ball well tonight. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, just 2 hits allowed. He's coming off a 1-2-3 fourth.
It's amazing for Gonzalez after striking out looking and then striking out on a high fastball. This time got a fastball that was out over the plate, was lower, and he ended up hitting a grand slam out of it.
Rene lifted a fly ball to right field in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1.
Tough one for Andrew Heaney, who's thrown the ball so well this season at home and against the Astros this season. A little flare by Carlos Correa, stand at the inning with 2 strikes on him.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Still trying to get a hitter to swing at a non-strike. He's so good at that, and he has been throughout his career, especially when he turned around and won the Cy Young a few seasons ago.
Line into center field. Leadoff single for the Angels here in the bottom of the 5th.
Threw him a strike there to give up a hit.
Jeffrey Marte struck out in the second. Keuchel tonight has retired the signing order twice, the second and the fourth, and faced the minimum 3 in the third inning, courtesy of that heads-up double play by Altuve.
Very important for the offense to answer right back after that grand slam.
Two balls, one strike. Leadoff single for Rene. 3-1 now.
It's a time we'll throw that little cutter inside. 3-1. Gonna try to clear the hands and get the barrel of the bat out.
Over to third. Bregman starts the double play. And a high throw. Marte. I don't know if that glove touched his back, but accordingly, or the first base umpire says it did. That's Bruce Dreckman. I thought he kind of missed it.
Like so, she's taking a look at it. He missed him.
Swing and a miss right there.
Yep.
Fielder's choice for Marte. Well, actually, right now it's a double play. They have to overturn it.
Guess you would think it'd be pretty quick. There's overturning the call.
It is overturned. So fielder's choice, 1 out. Taylor Ward coming up now.
Grounded out on one pitch last at bat. Wanted to check one out here. He's been very good as far as seeing pitches. Very good on pitches away to hit the ball the other way to center, to right center field.
Ball and a strike. Ward rips one foul. Nice play down there. Marte back to first, 1-2.
An off-speed pitch off the plate away, cutter in. Be real surprised if this is in the strike zone, this next pitch.
It's a borderline pitch. I think he would have liked it.
That was that's a reaction like, wow. That's a pretty good pitch by him. As a hitter, you're thinking off speed, something out of the strike zone. He tried to paint a fastball in.
66 pitches. Sorry, good. 38 strikes. 2-2. Bouncer to third. Bregman over to Altuve. Quick turn, and Taylor stumbles over the bag. They called him out. I'm not sure if that was out either. Guys take a look at it as well.
Sure looked like he got down there.
They're going to check it again first, yeah.
Altuve got a lot on that throw. Yeah, that foot's on the base.
He was stumbling before he got there.
Yeah.
If he doesn't stumble, it's an easy call of safe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's easily safe. Now it's going to be a quick overturn.
Did he have a foot on the base at all? Maybe they scraped the back there.
The back right there as he's throwing the ball. He still has it in his hand when he's doing that at second base.
Two outs. Eric Young Jr. with a fly ball to center field in his first plate appearance. 5-0 Houston. This is an awful Maldonado. Taylor will take second. Wild pitch.
Eighth wild pitch of the season for Keuchel.
Two on. 3-1. Top of the order, Calhoun on deck. Most batters that Keuchel has faced in any one inning. 5, and that was in the first. 2-out triple, followed by the walk to Pujols. And the fourth man to step to the plate here in this 5th inning. Three-two. Bounces it foul. 5 runs, 8 hits, 4 left on for Houston. No runs, 3 hits, 2 left on for the Angels thus far. Halos had just 1 man in scoring position, 1 opportunity. They're 0 for 1. That was in the first with Trout at third. Ewine strikes out. The Angels will leave a man in scoring position. 5 complete here at the Big A. Stroh's on top.
At home, a chance to walk off, and they do so. Both way out to left field as the Cubbies walk off against Cincinnati in 10 innings, 3-2. Starting this little separation in that NL Central. Cardinals now 3 back. Milwaukee in 3rd place in that division now.
Top of the 6th, 5-0. Andrew Heaney back out to work facing Josh Reddick. Martin Maldonado, Tony Kemp. It's the bottom 3rd of the order. Reddick, the right fielder, had a base hit in the 2nd inning, grounded out in the 4th. 1 for 2 night.
And we got a base hit to left field when he stayed back on a fastball away from Heaney.
Halos have started action in their bullpen now.
Andrew Heaney's fastball generally 90-94. He's had a couple 92-93s tonight, but he's been settled in around 91 throughout.
Another 2-2. Got him to reach for that off-speed pitch. 1 down. Strikeout number 4 for Andrew.
137 strikeouts this season for Andrew Heaney. Career high for a Heen Dog. Cam Bedrosian getting ready in the bullpen.
Maldonado's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground ball to 3rd.
couple starts ago, he had that real good fade changeup working against the Padres. Got 10 outs with his changeup.
1-1. 1-2. Tony Kemp on deck. Ground ball to short. 2 down. Here comes Kemp. 0 for 2. Grounded out to Fletcher in the second. Then he lined one right back to Andrew. Leading off the 5th.
Henry tried to bunt first pitch last at bat.
Good crowd tonight on this Friday night, kicking off the 5-game homestand. Week from tonight, the Angels will be in Houston. Second of a 4-game set. Got 2 more road trips. Does that sound right? 3-city trip,
Yep.
and then it's Oakland and Houston. Second, third week of September.
Yes.
Listed side. 1-2. Called strike
pitch.
3.
94-mile-an-hour fastball to finish up potentially his evening on that one. Call third strike. Andrew Heaney looking for some run support here. Angels coming up, bottom of the 6th. Of the trade brought to you by Ram Trucks. His ability to get hitters to chase pitches out of the strike zone. He sets it up early with strikes and then gets hitters to expand out of the strike zone on a consistent basis. That's why he's been so good throughout his career, especially when he had a turnaround season as a Cy Young Award winner a few seasons ago. Take a look at how many swings he's getting at pitches out of the strike zone this season. Only Patrick Corbin and Jacob deGrom with more swings at pitches out of the zone. 383 swings at non-strikes for Dallas Keuchel this season.
20-8 in that 2015 Cy Young winning year. He'll face the top of the order here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-0 Houston, opener of a 3-game series. Cole 1 for 2, singled in the 3rd.
The 3 infielders on that right side of the infield. Bregman playing way in. See where he's set up here, then you have it over here as far as the defense on the right side of the infield set up. Bregman was drafted as a shortstop, has played some shortstop in the major leagues with Correa at times being out of the lineup. He knows about coverage on that side of the infield, although he's all by himself.
One and two. Five strikeouts, one walk, 3 hits allowed for Keuchel. Certainly a bounce back start after the loss at Oakland his last time around.
Alfredo unable to field that ground ball his way. And I'm sure he's getting some grief by the Astros in the dugout. As they continue to say, hey, nice try.
Two balls, 2 strikes. That one off the ankle area. Cole ready to go. 2 balls, 2 strikes again. Maybe not. Now ready. Out toward right center field. Moving over is Reddick. He'll dive and go to the backhand. He got it. Heck of a play by Josh Reddick. Great jump on it, robbing Calhoun of extra bases.
Yeah, he's had a Gold Glove out there in the past. I thought he had no chance to get to that baseball. Stayed up there just long enough for Reddick to dive and make an unbelievable play in right center field. So the ground he has to cover, dives and controlled the baseball. Did a real good job as far as rolling over in that shoulder. You can get injured pretty easily doing that. Catches it, braces, and rolls over quickly and controls the baseball. Not a bad decision. Bregman playing way back at third, and the need for base runners.
Fletcher's 0 for 2, a strikeout, a double play ball. Two-0. Good one. Keuchel cruising. Gurriel drifting back on it. 2 down, bring up Trout. Trout tonight, 1 for 2. Triple and a strikeout. Man, off-speed pitch down the bottom part of the zone.
He throws a slider off the plate and down.
Stay tuned during the seventh inning stretch for the Arco game break with Patrick O'Neill and Jose Moto. One ball, 2 strikes. Trout rolls this one down the line. That is just foul.
That was more by design, where Keuchel was shaking off the sign being put down by Maldonado to make him think something away. He came right back in with a cut fastball again inside.
th pitch of the evening for Keuchel. He's got a 2-2 count with 2 outs here in the 6th. Off the plate, full count.
Right through that little cutter just off the plate inside last at bat on a 3-2 count. There it was again. Almost the exact same spot. This time Trout was able to fight it off.
To the nickname on the back of Keuchel's jersey, David Bird, of the Clubbies in Houston. We'll say that his nickname is Tweety, right?
Yes.
Upstairs, 2-out walk. Second free pass issued on the night for Keuchel. And Albert will bat now.
It's walk number 100 season for Trout.
Albert walked in the first, struck out looking in the 4th, and was not happy with that strikeout in the 4th inning. Thought that pitch was out of the strike zone. Over to the left side, Correa has it. Pujols retired. 6 complete here at the Big A, 5-0 Houston. back in the box for a limited time. Handles are down 5-0 as we start the 7th on this beautiful Friday night. Cam Bedrosian takes over on the mound for Andrew Heaney as this pitching change is brought to you by Purple Bricks. This will be Bedrosian's 61st appearance of the season. He's 5-3 with a 3.33 earned run average, 48 strikeouts at 54 innings, and trying to put behind him his last outing as against the Arizona Diamondbacks, the walk-off victory for Arizona on Tuesday night.
Yeah, tough inning. No baseball went further than 30 feet against them. Couple bunts.
He's going to get the top of the order. Bregman, Altuve, and Correa. Andrew Heaney tonight ended up going 6 innings, striking out 5, walking 1.
Now let's take a look at our Old Dominion. Bring in his best with Alex Bregman coming to the plate. What he has done offensively this season for the Astros. You think of so many of the other stars, but he leads the club in runs, extra base hits, RBI, walks, OPS. All-Star Game MVP. Alex Bregman has been outstanding this season for the Astros.
Bregman had a base hit his last time up, 1 for 3 tonight. 1 of 8 hits allowed by Heaney, 2 of which were home runs. One to 1. Two balls, 2 strikes. Out toward right center field. Trout coming in, makes the catch.
And the baseball hit hard by Bregman, but Trout able to run that one down. You always think of as a hitter getting their timing together as far as seeing some pitches, but also the same thing comes into play with defensively. That ball was hit really hard at Trout. First step in and then had to recover and catch that liner at him by Bregman. We haven't played in a while. It's been, what, 19 games for Trout. Just to read off the bat. Not the easiest thing in the world. Was able to run that one down, though.
Altuve looking at a strike, 2 for 3 tonight. Double, home run, fielder's choice. He has scored twice. One. So breaking ball foul back. Mentioned Heaney giving up the 5 runs. He's been so good at home this year. It's the most runs he's allowed at home since his second start of the season. That was against the Giants here on April the 20th. Gave up 7 runs, 6 hits and 4 1/3. But solid after that start here at home. Until tonight, 2 mistakes. 1-2. Fastball got him looking, 2 down.
Under control in that delivery from Cam. Runs that fastball outside part of the plate at 91. Did not overthrow it, so he had late movement on the pitch.
Carlos Correa 1 for 3 game. Flared a single to center the 5th inning. Drives this one out to deep left center field. Young and Trout will watch this one go over the wall. A home run for Carlos Correa. 6-0 Astros.
For the Astros tonight, all 6 runs via a home run. 3 home runs in the game, 168 on the season now for the Astros.
14th home run, 56th RBI.
Pretty impressive bat speed there for Correa also on that one. Well, they did the stare down again.
Tyler White 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Takes that breaking ball for a strike. Seventh home run that Cam has allowed this year.
So just trying to finish off a 1-2-3 inning. That 3rd out at times for Cam this season has been tough.
White chases that breaking ball. Rivera will throw down to first to complete the strikeout. That'll do it, but a 2-out home run extends the Astros lead to 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Time now for the Arco game break with Patrick O'Neill and Jose Mota.
Just 2 guys.
Five strikeouts, 2 walks, 95 pitches so far. Simmons, Rivera, and Marte coming up for the Angels here in their half of the 7th inning. Nobody warming up for Houston. Keuchel's the guy that regularly pitches over 100 pitches in a game. Hamilton 0 for 2. Out to right. Reddick is there. 1 down.
Simba continues to struggle swinging the bat. Lately he's been getting himself out. Some baseball is hard.
Rivera 1 for 2 with a single in the 5th. 3 hits tonight for the Angels. Triple by Trout in the 1st inning. Single by Calhoun in the 3rd, and then that Rivera knock in the 5th. That's it. Rivera pulls it over to 3rd, backhanded by Bregman. Whoa! And that was nowhere near the first base area. Rivera will take 2nd. Bregman will get charged with his 14th error of the season.
Got to that baseball, and as soon as he got ready to throw, his elbow dropped, and that's why it sailed so high. He has time. Watch where his elbow goes, and then he ends up sailing that across and into the dugout.
Thought he was throwing a fade route into the corner. It is football season after all. What are we into week 2 of high school football?
Yes.
SoCal. I don't know. We've been gone most of it. So
yeah, I know.
And gone again on Tuesday night.
Some long road trips of late.
Yeah. So Marte will bat. 1 out, 1 on. Houston starts to get some action going now. Jeffrey 0 for 2. They've been playing this little game of cat and mouse, Marte and Keuchel. Marte backing out a couple of times already tonight. This is out to right center field, a base hit. Radek cuts it off. Rivera is being waved around. Here comes a throw from Altuve, and Rivera is out. Reddick cut it off, got it in quickly, and Altuve immediately spun around and fired a strike to Martin Maldonado.
Yeah, it's all about getting your body in perfect position to throw towards home plate to make sure you have that angle, and it's a perfect throw to the plate.
They're going to check it.
Well, he got it in quickly to the relay man, and Altuve a perfect throw, unless Maldonado unable to get the glove on. It looked like he got that backhand on the corner of the plate. See right here an angle.
I'm not sure, man. It's tough to tell.
Yeah, Rivera right away. This might be a better angle. See if there was any tag applied. Yeah, it looked like he might have got that hand in before the tag on the thigh.
On the thigh, right. Those other angles that showed initially looked like maybe got him on the hand, but
missed him on the tag, and then it looked like he got him on the thigh. So it's trying for a perfect 3 for 3 tonight on challenges.
So there's a base hit for Marte. Regardless, he ends up at 2nd base on the throw home.
I think there's a chance it could be overturned. Rivera right away pointed in to Mike Scioscia. See, there's no tag there yet. Now the hand on the plate and then on the thigh. Reddick looking for his 8th outfield assist. Altuve did everything right on that one, as far as turning his body, getting the relay throw, and already pointing towards home plate.
Two down.
I also think it's one of those plays you have to almost challenge if there's any thought of it. He may have gotten in there, but the run needed to be scored to cut into that lead.
Taylor Ward with the 1-0 count. 2 out to the man at second. And Taylor launches one out to left center field. Marwin Gonzalez is going to watch this one go. Big fly for Taylor Ward. His first at home. And the Angels get on the board.
Way out to left center field. Taylor Ward. Welcome to the Big A. With a big fly. Second of the season, 6 RBI. As a strong youngster there, crushed that ball out.
Six RBIs now for Taylor at the major league level. Here's Eric Young Jr. with 2 outs, the bases clear. EY pulls it foul. EY tonight 0 for 2. Fly ball to center to strikeout. One around, 0-2. And EY goes down for the 3rd out. The Angels do get on the board on Taylor Ward's second major league home run. We're off to the 8th inning. Houston on down 6-2.
Well, he jumped all over that pitch to the heart of the plate. Went a long, long way out to left center field. Angels down now 6-2. For Marwin Gonzalez, big grand slam. Difference in this game is our Carlos Cam replay. Bases loaded against Andrew Heaney after Gonzalez had struck out twice against Heendog tonight. This time, fastball not quite where he wanted to throw and ends up being a grand slam. The difference in this game. Also a home run by Carlos Correa. Noe Ramirez on the mound now for the Angels.
Noe pitching in his 59th game this year, 4-4. And a 4.70 ERA, 79 strikeouts and 69 innings of work. He's going to face Gonzalez, Gurriel, and Reddick, 5, 6, and 7. Home run by Taylor Ward. The distance?
I'm guessing 447.
431.
Wow. 431.
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
Yep. Two balls, no strikes. Gonzalez 1 for 3 with that grand slam of the 5th. And look, when you talk about a season like this game's far from over. It's just a 4-run deficit in the 8th inning, but you look at this Angels ball club right now, 2 games under 500. It'll be very difficult. I mean, almost impossible to come out, make any type of push. Get close to the postseason this year, but you get the opportunities because of injuries or because players haven't performed and have been released to see young players come up before September 1st. We've seen David Fletcher.
He's been awesome.
Just to inject some energy to this lineup. Taylor Ward gets an opportunity to play some third base. We've seen Caleb Coward more than likely get some more guys beginning a week from tomorrow when rosters are eligible to expand. And for the first time in quite some time, it's nice to see kids down in the minor leagues that you're excited to kind of make the jump from A-ball to AA to AAA and all of a sudden to the big leagues. We've already seen that. We saw with Joe Adell, who's gone from A-ball now at AA. Angels first round pick last year. Matt Theis is having a good season at AAA as Gonzalez pulls this one into right field. Griffin Canning, who was drafted in the 2nd round last year, progressing nicely. Jose Suarez.
Yes.
Just a number of guys that
Brandon Marsh, another outstanding talented outfielder. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see these guys progress. We might see quite a few of them in September.
Assuming they're on the 40-man roster, and you go from there. And I think whatever you feel about this season, and I'm sure there's a lot of adjectives you could use to sum up this Angels season. It's been frustrating to say the least,
especially after a 13-3 start.
No question. It's nice to know that there are some guys down in the minor leagues. As Cole is there, he'll catch this one, tagging and heading to third as Gonzalez.
And we haven't been able to say that for quite a while. But I saw a number of them get a chance to play some in spring training, and I was like, whoa, there's some talent. And they're putting up even better numbers than I anticipated in the minor leagues. They're getting that close. And we're seeing around baseball a lot of young players getting an opportunity even at 19 years old. Soto from the Nationals has been off the charts.
They're going to intentionally walk Reddick here.
Acuna with Atlanta. Wow, what a player.
Albies with Atlanta. Soto with the Nationals. And there's always been that whole, well, you don't want to start a young man's clock. From an arbitration standpoint, that's why they're held out. And I understand that side. I think the financial ramifications that come with that. But I also believe that if there's a player that is capable of helping you at this point in time, and I'm not saying for the Angels, I'm just talking in general terms, if they can help you win games and they're that successful that they are going to get paid when arbitration comes around, well, good. That means he was successful for you for that 2.5, 2 years, 3-year period and deserves to be rewarded as such, as long as you're getting the production out of him.
Help when the Angels brought up that certain 19-year-old playing center field.
Yeah.
And he got an opportunity to get a feel for the big league life his first time around. That's when you might see some of these very talented young players get a shot to get the taste of the big league life and realize it's the same game. it's really the same game. It's just played at a higher level and a more consistent level.
Maldonado 0 for 3. Cuts through the slider. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't think anybody, if you go back to spring training, would have thought that Taylor Ward would be playing in the big leagues in August, playing third base.
Yes.
He just transitioned over there this year. A senior draft pick out of Fresno State. First round as a catcher. He's in the big leagues as a third baseman.
Yeah. And you can see that power, 431-foot home run against a very good pitcher, a former Cy Young Award winner, Dallas Keuchel.
Showing bunt, and Gonzalez able to get back. If that throws a little bit more towards the base runner, maybe they have a chance on him. But it's a 2 ball, 1 strike count. And please note that whatever we're talking about right now, it's not glossing over 2018, because it was every intention of this organization to compete for a postseason berth, if not win a division, even though it was going to be difficult with the Astros going into the year. It just didn't work out. Injuries happen. Run goes, and that is a hit and run. It'll bring home Gonzalez. Reddick keeps on trucking to third, and the Astros get one of those runs back at 7-2. We saw that all too often over the last year and a half with Martin Maldonado able to handle the bat.
He's really good in those situations. Was so good with the Angels, just trying to put it in play. When he's thinking in terms of the big part of the field, that's when Maldonado's at his best. And in this division, this is one of the deepest divisions. And we talked about it coming into the season, the best division in all of baseball. And the numbers really back it up. If you want to take a look, we'll take a look at our Kia Drive to Success. How many wins as far as the AL West as compared to the other divisions in baseball. And you're going to see why this is the toughest division in all of baseball, with 345 wins coming into the game tonight. The NL Central second most wins, followed by the AL East, the NL West, NL East also, and AL Central has struggled this year, 273 combined wins.
Going to have to hurry with Kemp running down the line. They turn the double play. Houston adds a run. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Angels trailing at 7-2. Astros as Colin McHugh replaces Dallas Keuchel. Before we get to our actual, take a look at the Honda schedule. The probables over the next 2 days. Verlander, Berea tomorrow night. Remember, it's a 5:30 Angels live kickoff, 6:07 first pitch. And we mentioned Garrett Cole earlier. We thought he was going to get the start on Sunday. He's not. Framber Valdez will get to start his second major league start. He'll be going up against Felix Pena. That is a 107 first pitch on Sunday afternoon.
Verlander has been very, very good of late against the Angels also.
44th game for Colin McHugh. 5-2 mark and a 1.54 earned run average. Heck of a transition for McHugh from a starter to a key bullpen piece.
Yeah, Verlander's won 5 straight versus the Angels.
Cole lifting one out to left. Pitch one out to start the 8th.
Back to my Hyundai key tonight for the Eagles to be successful against the Astros, knowing you have to score. That night train, scoring some runs, and just keep that going throughout. It's the opposite way around with 3 home runs hit tonight by the Astros, have the 5-2 lead. Just looking to Fletcher get on base to give Trout a chance. Get him right back in the game.
Speaking of Verlander, did you see the check that he got at the Beverly Hills Hotel?
Yes.
For lunch. A miscellaneous item, Dodger killer. They charged him $1 million. He had a latte, cranberry juice, green envy, McCarthy salad, pancakes, McCarthy salad, and the Dodger killer miscellaneous. So just
healthy,
over
though.
almost $1.1 million bill. Not bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That is pretty good. Been to that hotel a few times myself.
David, a strikeout, double play ball, and a pop-up. Trout on deck. 3-1. Full count. Draws the walk. The man off for Trout. Keuchel tonight, 7 innings. 5 hits, including the home run to Ward. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 runs allowed. Mike tonight, triple, strikeout, walk.
3rd season with 100 or more walks. Back in 2016 had 116 walks, which is a career high.
This is line to left, a base hit. So a 2-hit game for Trout on his return.
3 times on base. That on base percentage keeps going up again. Imagine having not played in 19 games and still squaring up a baseball like he has tonight, and not chase pitches out of the strike zone also, which in itself is not easy, not for a hitter to do, is chase pitches, especially when they're not in the strike zone. You just see the baseball read in rotation and you chase. He doesn't do it.
There's Albert. 0 for 2 with the walk. Two balls, 1 strike. This was a little flare out to right center field. Reddick is there to make the catch. 2 down.
From the pitching coach has done a real good job with this staff. Over how to attack Hamilton Simmons. Lefty getting warmed up in the bullpen, maybe just in case Shohei Ohtani will get a chance to come to the plate. If Hamilton Simmons is able to get on board.
Left-hander's Tony Sipp out there. Angelton 0 for 3 tonight. Fletcher at second, Trout at first. Bottom of the 8th. It's 7-2 Houston. To an out. Rene Rivera, the man on deck. Two 0 from McHugh. Breaking ball in there. Astros with 11 hits tonight. The Angels with 6. And leaving up the count. Breaking ball hit the left field, a base hit. Fletcher is going to be waved around. Up and firing is Marvin Gonzalez. A good throw. Fletcher is safe.
They may look at that also.
No real argument from Maldonado. He's saying safe to A.J. Hinch. So Simmons picks up the RBI. His 58th of the season. It's 7-3.
It's good to see Simba getting a base hit there and an RBI.
Shohei Ohtani is coming up to the plate, or now he's being called back. Nope, he is going to come to the plate. I'd imagine they will counter this move with Tony Sipp, the lefty. And sure enough, here comes A.J. Hinch.
He's able to get the plate as Maldonado tries to reach back and tag David Fletcher.
So with 2 outs and a run in, it'll be Shohei Ohtani to face Tony Sipp, a pitching change. We are in the 8th. He'll come on with 2 men on. 2 outs here in the 8th. 41st game, 2-1 record at 2.03 ERA for Sip. Trout at second. Simmons at first. Ohtani, a 270 batting average, 13 home runs, 38 runs batted in, 6 for 16 as a pinch hitter with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs.
Yeah, Sip's fastball is 89-94. Slider and a split finger changeup.
First one. Got a fastball in off the plate, fouls it off.
Still looking for that first home run versus the left-handed pitcher.
Oh, what? High fastball challenge him up and out of the strike zone. It's 0-2.
Sip just gave up his first home run of the season just the other day.
Oh, 2 now. Breaking ball.
So far this season against left-handed batters on a 1-2 count, he's thrown just under 90% of the time will throw a slider. Although he did get that high fastball by Ohtani.
And he got him to chase the breaking ball. Maldonado throws down to first. We're off to the 9th inning, 7-3 Houston. Tomorrow on FS1. First, we've got a couple of National League East showdowns. The first one is Bryce Harper and the Nationals taking on the Mets. Then Freddie Freeman and the Atlanta Braves take on the Miami Marlins. It all starts at 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central, 12:30 Pacific on FS1, or stream it live on the Fox Sports app.
Braves not slowing down. They continue to impress with that young talent they have.
My guy, Ronald Acuna.
Yes.
Keeps getting hit, but he also keeps hitting the baseball
Yeah, he
very
crushes
well.
the baseball more than it crushes him.
Braves, to start of the day today, had a 3-game lead over the Titans of Philadelphia. They lost today to the Blue Jays. Sorry, Goop.
Thanks, man.
Well, just trying to break the news to you.
Yeah. Something
Gently.
about the Phillies and the Blue Jays back Remember that well in '93.
That's right, huh?
Yep.
And the Braves were shut out 1-0. That doesn't happen often. To the Marlins. Dak McGuire. Here in the ninth. Top of the order. Noe Ramirez pitched the 8th inning, gave up a run on 2 hits. Bregman, Altuve, Correa for Houston. Bregman 1 for 4. 2 balls, no strikes. Three and 0. Dak McGuire going with his nickname Dak on his jersey. It's his mom's maiden name, which is his middle name. So he uses that as his go-to and his nickname. William Dak McGuire.
Yes.
Three one.
Hey, what would you put on the back of your jersey if you had a chance to?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I mean, yours just had to be. I mean, how many nicknames have I given you over 9 years? I like
just all over.
Goobzilla. I like Goobzilla. Goobastank. I like.
Yeah, this any number of ones.
Goo. Gooby's Goo.
Yep.
Because you used to
have that sinker.
Little sink piece. Almost appeared as if you were cheating a little bit, maybe. Not. Yeah, you never cheated.
No.
Ever.
Never.
Breaking ball misses. Ball and a strike in Altuve. Mullet would work.
Oh yeah, that would work.
Party in the back. Yeah, that mullet, right? Business up front.
Yes, indeed. But it wasn't called that back then, though.
A mullet?
No.
What'd you call it?
This long hair.
I'm pretty sure it was. Go over. Bregman easily back. I'd definitely go with Goobzilla.
Goobzilla? Yeah.
Gooby's easy.
My nickname of my brothers was Shark.
Shark, huh?
Yeah.
What was that for?
You know, even my nephews call me Uncle Shark. I'm still trying to figure that one out, too.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Speaking of fish, Tim Salmon's birthday today.
It is.
Turned 50.
5-0.
He joined the club.
I'm sure he's well aware of that. He's celebrating.
He's celebrating his birthday, yes.
In Europe, right? Somewhere.
He's getting close to being the world's most interesting man.
Yeah. Hey, Kimberly Ann on Twitter said Scooby Goo for you.
Scooby.
I like that.
Yes.
Altuve bouncing it. Foul. Count still at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Altuve with a double home run, fielder's choice and a strikeout. Full count. Garcia once an appealing, did not go.
That should break men on the move here. 3-2. He's got 9 stolen bases on the season.
There goes Bregman. Altuve takes a called strike 3 and the throw down not in time.
Back-to-back at bats. Now Altuve call 3rd strike.
1 out. Brings up Correa.
Catch the upper part of the strike zone. Pretty close play at second. Did he tag him? Looked like he just missed him.
No challenge by the Angels. Correa 2 for 4 with a single and a home run. A ball would strike. Fourteen pitches thrown by McGuire. A walk and a strikeout. Toad 1. $42,788 in the house tonight. The opener of this 3-game set. Astros leading at 7-3 in the 9th.
More pitches out of the strike zone than in the strike zone so far this inning for Deck McGuire.
There's ball 4. Second walk issued here in the 9th inning for McGuire. And Tyler White coming up. Well, we were talking about the mullet for Gooby. Obviously, he pitched in the 90s. There's a low. That's just called long hair, guys.
Yeah, this long hair.
It's not called a mullet. Don't call it a mullet.
It's long hair.
No, that's just long hair. Yarva Yager took notes from you on that hair. Yeah. Hey, speaking of Moss.
Yeah, look at you.
My mom, look at my mom's reaction. How did he graduate? I have a jacket on my right arm. I'm left-handed. I'm kidding.
That's fantastic.
That
hair
was,
there too.
that was our summer Legion team in '84. 16 years old. Had good moss back then.
Oh, yeah.
Had the stupid part in the middle. But that was that uniform. I told you that our coach and our coach's son liked to model after the White Sox unis. The collared shirts. Those were collared tops.
Yes.
And no stirrups.
That was a good look for you.
Yeah. Yeah. How about the white satin jackets?
Yes.
Those are tight. 1-0. White pulls it to left. That'll bring home at least one. Bregman will score easily. Correa is on his way to third. He's going to be waved around by Gary Pettis. A 2 RBI double for White, and it's 9-3. So both walks here in the ninth inning come around to score.
Well, you mentioned about White. What an amazing story it is for him, where he was drafted, what he has done late here for the Astros. Quick he is through the baseball, hooks that one right down in the corner. 5th double. I'll give him 19 RBI on the season.
Oh, that graduation picture? May of 1985. You
Good
and
year.
the Kansas City Royals
Yes, that
on
was a
their
good
way
year.
to the World Championship.
Yes.
There's Marvin Gonzalez. 1-0.
Well, mid 80s era, the Royals had a policy. I many times was asked to get my hair cut.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Kaufman, not big fans.
And John Shearholtz, the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame general manager, he asked me, "What did you get? One haircut?" I said, "Well, I got 2." He goes, "Oh, okay. You just better start winning some games, and then you can let the hair grow." So thank you.
Winning cures all.
Yes.
McGuire falls behind again. It's 2 balls, no strikes. $14 balls, 7 strikes. That is ripped out to right center field. Trout is going to make the catch. Tyler White rounding third. It's going to turn into a double play.
That'll be his fourth outfield assist.
Yep.
Another good defensive play by Trout out in right center field.
We're heading to the bottom of the ninth inning. Halos down 9-3. Let's go back and take a look at that play that Mike Trout started, with it being an inning-ending double play.
Look where he's situated to begin with. That baseball off the bat, you're thinking that's going to be a gapper, a couple runs in, and Trout able to run that one down, quickly gets it in. As White forgets how many outs, or at least thought that ball was down, but he got Mike Trout out in center field with that speed, runs it down. Ends up being a double play, 4th outfield assist of the season for Trout.
Will Harris takes over on the mound. Remember, it's Tony Sipp is the one that finished off the 8th inning by striking out Shohei Ohtani. 51st game for Harris, 3-3 mark and a 4.34 ERA. The Angels have Marte, Ward, and Young. Hey, stay tuned for Angels Live postgame show presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. It's unfortunate 4 runs allowed by the bullpen tonight. Otherwise, it's a 5-3 game. As it is, it's 9-3. This is bounced to third. Bregman is there. Well down. Bedrosian gave up the 2-out home run to Correa. Noe Ramirez gave up a run, and then McGuire getting charged with 2 in the 9th.
Sometimes when a third baseman has too much time, you'll have some throws. That time on the run, perfect throw from Bregman at third base.
Taylor Ward 1 for 3. Homered in the 7th inning. A 2-run shot off Dallas Keuchel. 2nd major league home run. 1st here at home.
Ward with that impressive home run his last at bat, 431-foot home run.
Justin Verlander will get the start tomorrow night. This is lifted out to right field. Reddick moving over.
Look, Garrett Cole, what a season he's having for the Astros. Martin Luther High School and UCLA. What's he got? 226 strikeouts.
Two incredible acquisitions right there.
Yes.
Man. Verlander last year, and then Cole going into the season.
Yeah, 226 strikeouts for Cole, 223 for Verlander.
Young fouls it at the plate. And I'll tell you what, you talk about 2 guys at the top end of that rotation that have an absolute edge at all times.
Yes.
Staff leaders, and back it up.
And I remember a pitcher, and we lost him last year, and Roy Halladay had that edge to him. Even if you're up 10-0, 10-1, they were still trying to get hitters out every single time they stood in the batter's box.
A little bouncer toward down Altuve. Halos dropped the opener of this 3-game set. Final 9-3, Gooby.
Astros, showing why they're starting to turn it around. Now it's time for the Land Rover Above and Beyond Player of the Game. Jose Altuve, 2 for 5, hit a solo home run and a double, couple runs scored. This is his 3rd game back from the disabled list. Tell the difference when he's back in the lineup, what this Astro lineup looks like and he's starting to swing the bat well.
Andrew Heaney, a rare tough start at home, takes the loss in this one. Dallas Keuchel picks up the victory as Houston wins it 9-3. Stick around. Angels Live postgame shows coming up next.